Hello there, how are you? I hope all is well and everything is fine on your end. Welcome to my channel, you're listening to Light Channeling. So again I am back with new messages and important updates for you on your twin flame or soulmate connection. I'm sorry. So today the very first message I have for you is that you have to be very careful as the people who are against your connection are doing spell work and are practicing witchcraft, and they are sending negative entities and energies towards you, which is going to make you feel extremely anxious, negative, sad and depressed. With that being said, if they don't succeed in making you feel that way, then they are going to manipulate the events and the situations in such a way where you will feel like your counterpart is either cheating on you or is doing something that is going to feel like a betrayal. But the thing is that they would be protecting you from something. So for doing that, they might have to get involved with those people, and then what these people are going to do is that they are going to create a scene where it will look like, listen to me very carefully, where it will look like they are doing wrong to you and are being a player or a cheater or a liar or a manipulator. But that's not the thing, because what is happening right now is that your counterpart is taking control of their own life and taking things in their own hands, which is making these people extremely upset because they are losing control over the situation. Your counterpart is now getting into their spiritual side and are tapping into their spiritual powers and are now listening to their intuition, which is making these people crazy. It's driving them crazy like anything. That is why they are going to these limits, so that they can cause destruction in your life and in your connection, because they just don't want to see you two together because of jealousy, envy or any other kind of reason they have. Okay, so this is where you have to be extremely careful. And there is also one thing that's being shown is that if out of the blue you feel extremely depressed, and from the moment you start to feel extremely depressed, things start to turn against you, this is a sign that there is something wrong happening, and you are not the reason for that, not even your own mood. This is something spiritual and something that is happening on a level that you might not expect. I hope you're getting what I'm trying to say. It's all being done behind the scenes to manipulate the situations in such a way where you would want to walk away or give up on this connection, or you might feel so stuck where you'll start getting suicidal thoughts. So this is where you have to be careful, because this is serious. Lately, if all these things are happening with you or have been happening with you, you know now what's happening with you. So now you can take measures to correct the situation and just come back into your balance, because your victory is fixed. The reason is because your counterpart is not going to listen to these people, not even their mother, father, sister, brother, cousin, friend or whatever. They are not. They have taken charge of their own life, and they want to say to you that now they will bring justice into the situation with you. and to you. They'll change their behavior, they'll change their attitude, they'll control themselves. They won't listen to anyone who has been a naysayer for a very long period of time in their life. When it came to this connection, they're not going to listen to anyone now, because they are seeing that it's nothing but jealousy, it's nothing but envy, it's nothing but negativity and toxicity. They are seeing that, which is a very good thing. I'm seeing 1001, that's what I mean, and 51 at the same time. So positive outcomes are on the horizon for you. They are going to fight for you, they are going to protect you from these people. And with that being said, there is also a scenario which I'm seeing where it's your mother and your sisters. This is a scene which is going to relate to people who have sisters, not brothers. Listen to me very carefully. Or where your counterpart has sisters, not brothers, 2 or more. Okay, so this is a situation where doesn't matter on whose end this mother figure and these two sisters are. I'm sorry for that. They were just acting like conflict creators, shit starters. I shouldn't say they are acting like, I would say that they are like that. They have that in their nature, and it's being passed on to them by their mother. Okay, so this is a case where this mother figure, doesn't matter on whose end it is, she is creating problems on purpose, completely knowingly. And the good news is she will be thrown out of the picture one way or the other. It might happen that your own counterpart is going to take a decision where they're going to leave these people behind, and they'll come back and choose you as you are and who you are. Doesn't matter how you look, because there is this one thing where these people are trying to fill your counterpart's ears that you are not beautiful enough and attractive enough to include in their family. They are saying things like, what will people say? There are going to be talks about you in our society. We lose our status, we lose our power. Someone that looks like a trophy is supposed to come into our family, or should come into our family. That's what these people are trying to tell your counterpart. But now your counterpart isn't listening. Nothing is working. No games, no plans, no drama, no conflict, nothing. That's why these people are getting out of their limits to try to cause conflict, drama, and destruction in your life and in your connection. I hope you're getting my point there. But worry not. These challenges, these obstacles are simply being presented on your path so that you can move forward and ascend, and then at the same time gain strength, because you are no ordinary people. You're not a riffraff. Get this thing very clear. You're not ordinary. You're exceptional, priceless. You're powerful. You're leaders of the future. This is why your life is not easy. This is why this connection is not easy, because this is out of the world kind of a thing. This is out of the world kind of love you two share. This is why. That's why. There is another thing that's coming up, that either this person is yours or your counterpart's so-called well-wisher, or a friend who's nothing but a frenemy. Listen to me very carefully. This person is nothing but a frenemy. this person is doing things behind your back or your counterpart's back, which is not for your highest good or for the highest good of this connection. They are trying to set you or your counterpart with someone else from which they can get the benefit, and the only thing they want is to manipulate and take advantage of you or your counterpart. I think it's for money or some kind of materialistic gains. That's why this person is doing all these kind of things, but it's all going to come out. The good news is that victory is yours. You two are going to reunite and start a family together, and these people are going to stare at you from a distance. They won't even be allowed to come anywhere near. It's for those people who won't learn their lessons within the given specific period of time given by divine to them. If these people learn their lessons, realize their mistakes, and then rectify whatever wrong they've done, they'll be included, and then you all will celebrate your victory together. But if not, then you know how divine works and how divine justice gets served. I hope I'm being very clear here. So just don't panic if you witness that things are suddenly falling apart and things look extremely challenging, or something might come up out of the blue which would feel like your whole world is crashing down. It's a test. Please keep this in mind. It's a test. Don't do anything hastily. Don't make decisions because you cannot see the road ahead of you in regards to this connection. It is not easy. Let me clarify that first. That is why at times you feel like universe is playing a joke with you. But that's not the case. This connection is just like that. And it's not about this connection, it's about how powerful it is. That's why you have such challenging situations and obstacles thrown at you. It's not always the universe, it's what happens here. It's how people think, act and behave. They don't understand what it is and they feel triggered by it. So then what they do? Look at the situation from your perspective. When you get triggered, what do? If you act haphazardly, if you complain, if you do things out of anger, and if you throw things out, then simply try to understand what these people would think of doing. If you get into lower vibrations so easily, then what these people would do who are actually living in lower vibrations since years and centuries. So this is why you have to be patient with the process. I'm telling you, victory is going to be yours. You two are going to come back together. No one can stop that. Especially if you two are from different backgrounds, different religions, different castes, societies, or whatever it is. Doesn't matter. If God has written your names together as husband and wife, then it is what it is. These people cannot stop it, no matter what they try to do, and doesn't matter who it is that is trying to stop this connection. Be it their parents or your parents, be it their siblings or your siblings, be it their friends or your friends, it doesn't matter. Everything is going to be whipped out of the picture. They are receiving their karma. Even your counterpart is receiving their karma for listening to these people and not listening to their own intuition and the guidance that was being given to them through way of science and synchronicities. These people were telling your counterpart that this is all bullshit. and there is no spiritual world, there is no spiritual living, nothing like this exists. There is only one thing that exists, which is our surname, our skin color, our hair color, our whatever, I don't know. And your counterpart listened to these people in the past, and then they made choices and decisions which ultimately brought this separation in between both of you. So now one has to pay the price. They are paying the price. That is why after getting hit by their karma, now they are tapping into their intuitive side. Now they are paying attention to the divine guidance they receive, because they know what happens when you get hit by karma and when you get judged for your actions by divine, and how divine serves justice. They are seeing the results of their own actions and choices. That is why your counterpart has decided to take charge of their own life and not listen to these idiots and mindless individuals. Doesn't matter who it is. If you are an idiot, you are an idiot. If you are a mindless individual, you are a mindless individual, no matter what kind of label you put on yourself. This is something your counterpart is realizing. And this is why universe wants to tell you that please don't take no for an answer. If universe is sending you signs and synchronicities that you're on the right path, you are on the right path. Don't get strayed by these obstacles and challenges. It's all happening for your highest good, and please, you cannot expect this path to be as easy as making Maggi or noodles. I'm sorry, I might sound bitter right now, but it is what it is. It's one hell of a ride. It is what it is again. So please pay attention to these things. People are trying to stop your counterpart, but they won't succeed. This is something you have to understand. Okay? Trust the guidance you receive, and please, if something comes up, just be patient. Wait for the divine guidance. Wait for the next messages from the universe to you. I'm not talking about my messages here. I'm talking about those messages you receive directly from source. My messages must or should serve as confirmations. You shouldn't completely get dependent on these messages to make the decisions about your life. Yes, they are there for help you to gain clarity, and at times they might serve as the guidance that you desperately need. But then at the same time, if you do not work on yourself and expanding your own spiritual abilities, or at least trying to develop them, then I'm sorry, but it's going to be extremely difficult for you to survive in this connection and bring it to a point where it can flourish. So you have to work on yourself. There is no other way. I'm sorry, but there is no other way. So the good news is your counterpart is taking charge. The victory is going to be yours. These people won't succeed. They'll be thrown out of the picture. I'm summarizing all the messages. And reunion or union is imminent. You two are going to get married and start a family together, and the world will see. Okay, so that's all for now. You're on the right path. Things are changing. There is movement happening.